Hi, readers. You've been doing such important work digging into your text, working with your book club members, thinking, writing, talking about the text. And one of the ways that I know you study the text is by looking closely at characters. Now, when we study character, we might think about their traits, their feelings, how they change over time, how they respond to difficulty. We might even think about how they act with one character versus another and how they act differently in different settings. So there's lots of ways that we can study character. Today, I'm going to invite you to study characters and find the meaning behind the moments of struggle. So when a character is going through a struggle, how do they handle themselves? That is going to be a trick to help you find the theme in your text. So maybe you've heard Maya Angelou's quote. She said once, "I've learned that you can tell a lot about a person by the way that he or she handles these three things: a rainy day, lost luggage, and tangled up Christmas tree lights." And when you think about that, it makes you realize that studying people and how they handle difficult situations can teach us a lot about them and a lot about life and how to handle struggle and adversity. So we're going to use that today as a strategy to help us find the theme in the text that we are reading. Remember, you can be reading any story. So hopefully you've had an opportunity in your own reader's notebook to write this at the top on the next available page. So I've written at the top that characters and readers find meaning in the midst of a struggle. And I'd even like you to go as detailed as to say how to find the theme, okay? Go ahead and write that down, those 2 tips that I want you to think about today. Oftentimes teachers will say, go off and find the theme. But today you're learning how to find the theme. These are 2 strategies that I think will help you with any text that you read, okay? So let me show you more of what I mean, okay? We've been talking a lot about Home of the Brave. This would apply for any text that you're reading. Think about some of the problems that the character is going through. I've listed 3 here. You could list the problems another character is facing too. But in this case, I just quickly jotted, Kek is in a new place, Kek is feeling homesick, and Kek has lost his family, okay? Some of these are just events that have happened to him, and the middle one there, how he's feeling homesick, that's like an internal problem. So as you're collecting character problems, you might be thinking externally or internally. Now I want to think, how does he handle that situation? And how can that help me identify some possible themes? So I've realized that Kek is kind of forwarding this theme of how to hold on to hope. His feeling of homesick is helping me understand that sometimes we have to adapt to change. That's a big one for me. And then the third one is kind of helping me understand how we can overcome obstacles in our lives. So he's really going through that. And I think these are 3 possible themes that I could continue to collect information on. Now, here's a collection of other possible themes in Home of the Brave. Readers, what I want you to do is to please draw a line, and I want you to write possible themes. I love those words, possible themes. And you can put the name of your book that you're reading, okay? And just write some bullets. What are some possible themes that are coming up for you in your text? Now, we don't have to say yet which theme we think is the best or which one is the most supportive. I want you to stop and think right now, what are some possible things that are coming up for you in your text? It's a really good idea as a reader to collect these, because then you're going to want to go back and see which ones are most supported. So today as a reader, start collecting, what are some possible themes? Remember that as you go off to do that, in any text that you read, you want to be asking yourself, how does the character handle the problem? And what does the author want me to learn? How does the character handle the problem? And what does the author want me to learn with any text that you're reading? Okay, we feel that answering those 2 questions will help you come up with a list of possible themes. Okay, happy reading, happy theme collecting.